I feel like I needed to do an interpretation on what the birds are trying to tell us collectively. And as I'm doing this channeling, I heard portal opening and oracles. As oracles need to pay attention to the dream. Oh, that just flowed through my mouth. The dream messages and other synchronizations of spiritual messages. The main synchronicity, two of them I see a lot lately as an oracle, is 1010 and 444. 444 can be the ancestors coming through to give us a message, guys. And 1010 means that there's something manifesting in this realm, but is being created in the spiritual side at the same time. This is, thank you, Spirit. The masculine and the feminine is coming together now, guys. The feminine is 0. The energy of creation 1 is the masculine, which is things materializing officially in the material world, right? And then we got 444, which is some type of energy is finally bringing stabilization, because I heard change as well is coming with the birds, but they said a positive change. There will be oracles that will be awakening to their gifts during this shift as well. So a lot of you guys who got psychic abilities, clairvoyance, clairaudient, claircognizant abilities, a lot of you guys are being led towards your awakening and your spiritual journey to this type of spiritual work for others at this time. I'm also getting the zodiac sign Aries in my head. This can come from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries we just had recently. And so for the next 6 months, this awakening can be Aries energy coming in with a universal push and shift to finally energetically materialize what's been brewing in the spirit realm for a while, guys. And I'm also seeing the sign of Cancer, right? I think we are right now in a Mars Cancer transit going into Leo soon. So this actually is confirmation because Mars naturally rules Aries, right? And so it looked like the feminine energy is using its push to materialize creation, creative energy in right now. And I'm hearing maternal. So this could be the awakening of the matriarch for a lot of us women who are meant to be in matriarchal positions, high priestess women. Even if you are new to the spiritual journey, if you dedicate to the spiritual journey now, you would be quickened in your spirit the next 6 months. Things are going to move quicker. Things that usually will take you years of mastery will be mastered within a few months. And I'm also hearing something about Pisces. Some of you guys could have Pisces placements. This is universal conscious shift, what I'm picking up when it comes to Piscean energy, because Pisces 12th house, some of you guys, it's subconscious energy, like maybe even the beginning of your shadow work journey for some of you guys that's going to be awakened towards what a lot of us are being called to. A lot of people is being shifting towards their calling right now. Some of you guys in your subconscious intuitive knowing is feeling the call and feeling the pull, but you're still not understanding it just yet. So this is what I'm picking up as I'm talking right now, right? The vision I had, I couldn't explain it, but it looks similar to this, except the circles was all the way around it. I'm not for sure what that meant, but I heard portal opening when I seen that vision. This deck here is the mystical shaman oracle deck. My spirit, I got a lot of decks, but I haven't used this deck in years. So when I ask spirit, what deck do I need to get messages about the birds, what they're trying to say, we're going to get it through this, and we're going to see what spirit has to say. Before I continue to do this spread, I keep hearing life purpose over and over and over again, seeing 444. A lot of y'all, your ancestral gifts are being activated at this time. It wasn't time to use them yet, but your ancestors is calling through to say it is time to step up to the plate, because a lot of y'all are literally being called by the ancestors to say it's time for you to start using this work. We're ready to work with you. For some of you, your ancestors is ready to work with you. And I keep hearing time. And for some of you, I'm hearing time travel. Some of you guys, this might be a quantum leap. For some of you, you already quantum leap to this timeline. But let's see what the cards has to say. This is really interesting, y'all. This was more of a bigger spread than I thought. And you know what's crowning the spread here is completion. Now, I am going to read through the book because it's been a long time since I've seen this deck. Of course, I'm going to pick up things intuitively, but pay attention to certain bird symbols. And I can see why Spirit told me to get the Shaman Oracle deck out, because as you can see, there's a lot of birds. Pay attention to eagles. Eagles represent transformation to the authentic self. Eagles also connected to Scorpio, right? So it's saying major transformation to the entire being. This is a life, death, and rebirth energy shifting as a change, which is what change is about, right? But eagle is about flying high, and it's the energy of freedom. So a lot of us who's been buckled down, restrictive to our own limitations, we are being transformed through the ashes right now and ascending to the energy of the spirit of the eagle that requires transformation and freedom to the self, authentic self. So a lot of us collectively at this time is being stepped up to be authentic, because some of us got gifts that needs to be shown and seen and used to help people. Some of us other oracles cannot do it all on our own, y'all. Some of y'all have to step up. We have the mystical shaman. So some of you guys are going to be ascending to shamanism. If you guys are not, some of you guys are walking shamans. Pay attention to the owl spirit, symbols of owls, the hummingbird. And I thought this was funny seeing the hummingbird because literally yesterday I had a dream of a hummingbird. So I know this is in alignment for me in that. We also got the rainmaker, earth, the arrow. When I looked at the arrow, spirit is saying we're leading the way. We're leading you in your sense of direction right now. You're being divinely guided right now, right? The rainmaker, the sacrifice, and the council. Now, when I seen the council card, it came out twice when I was shuffling. So I said, okay, it's supposed to come out, because I feel like this goes back to what I was talking about, that some of you guys are called to be oracles and to be using your spiritual gifts to guide people. And that's what a council does, right? But I am going to read each card so you can get also a little bit more information as to what's going on. What I find interesting is that Mother Earth is responding. And if any of you guys been paying attention to what's been going on with the weather lately, like certain cities and states that I have been seeing recently that's been going viral, they have been getting some major crazy rain and thunderstorms. And I'm like, something is shifting in Mother Nature more than usual. And she's making herself known early in the beginning of spring right now. So there's something with this rainmaker energy. There's something shifting here. And I'm literally having a vision of like major waves. Like 50-foot waves, almost like a tsunami, but it's not a tsunami, but it's like a raging sea type vibe vision that I'm getting here at this time. So it's like something is shifting that has to come through. I'm also hearing catapult, but at the end, it's bringing in a completion cycle to the collective. And as you can see, look at that, it's a snake. And isn't this the year of the snake? I could have swore it is. So if it's not in alignment, I don't know what to tell you, because it's giving the energy of the Kundalini. Anybody who knows knowledge about the Kundalini, it's when the masculine and the feminine energies merges as one and comes to a completion to bring in divine consciousness. And that's what I feel like is shifting. I'm literally having a vision of two worlds merging together. The spirit world and the physical world here is merging together in Ascension right now. And so things are about to really feel different if it doesn't feel off already. Some of you guys have been getting Ascension symptoms in your body, feeling restless, all these things, because Spirit is preparing us for this ascension to the collective right now. And the birds is like, listen, pay attention. Nature's giving you everything right now. So I'm going to pause this and we're going to get into every card. All right, y'all, this is the first card. Listen to this, because the fact that this was crowning the eagle and it's about ascending to the higher part of yourself, this is crown chakra opening when it comes to this card. It says, when a mystical shaman appears, you're invited to consider the ability to live without attachment. You are called to create and dream your life, to act on inspiration and divine impulse without fixating on a known story of success or achievement. Can you impartially observe the stories you tell yourself and others? What if you can become a mystery to yourself? Who would you become if you stopped telling the tales that have defined you up until now? You do not have to live in a story that has roots in the past. What if there were no need to explain you to anyone, not even to yourself? The way to your most extraordinary life is to become a blank slate and allow the form of your dreams and desires to show up as it will. This is a sign of manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. So this is what I said, because the ego is the path to freedom. It's the path to freedom to the authentic self. And the only way you can get through that is through letting go of all of this imposter syndrome and lack mentality and putting the limitations on yourself that blocks your highest potential. And so you have to literally transmute all of the parts of you of the past that has got you to this point and finally learn to let it go peacefully, right? And this is the part where this comes into play with the mystical shaman, because they like, you guys are whole gods and goddesses out here. You guys can literally create your own reality. Imagine out of all of the projections you dealt with your whole life, all of the faces that you had to play in order to blend in to protect yourself. Imagine if you had all of those masks off and you just showed who you are and really realized that you can really create the life that you want. It's not impossible. But you have to let go of imposter syndrome thinking that you can't, right? And so what the owl is saying, you guys need to learn to be more perceptive and take on wisdom. Listen to the inner guidance that you're being guided on right now to move towards this result of completing a cycle of hiding and not being authentic, right? Some of you guys, you have to take the wisdom you learned through life experiences, but you're not here to attach to the experience. You're here to just take the lesson that came because it's taking you to the next level where you're trying to go. You know, and thank you, Spirit, because they're telling me I don't even need this book anymore because I'm already seeing where this is taking it. Basically what I said. When it comes to the blade, this is giving Ace of Swords vibes here. And every cycle comes with change. And this is where the moon symbols come into play. But the blade is saying, hey, we're cutting off everything that no longer serves you. We're forcing energy in your life that is stripping you down to the point where you have to be authentic. Anything that is shallow and superficial, we're taking it away. People, places, and things. And look at that number 6. Anything that we need to cut off that no longer serves you is going to create the balance in your life again. And this is what is needed. Some of you guys, Spirit is leading you to do this. And right behind this is yellow, which is the solar plexus. You have to be confident. You have to have your personal willpower to move forward. My will to thy will, meaning that no one is able to control my life but fucking me. So let me take action and start cutting motherfucking things off with the blade. Period. You guys are being led into the right direction if you trust where you're being divinely guided and you be securing yourself with this. This is where the root and sacral chakra comes in. A lot of you are being guided towards creative ideas that you need to act on. The arrow is saying you can go very, very far, but this is the direction you should go because why? We're giving you an intuitive nudge, an intuitive energy that's telling you to go this way. No, you might have to walk by faith and not by sight for right now. Why? Because you're being intuitively guided, not logically guided. Your current circumstances, you can't go based off of what you're seeing physically, but what does your spiritual eye tell you? And we're going to protect you because luck is on your side to get where you're trying to go. You have divine support with the number 3. The divine feminine is guiding you. And what is the divine feminine? Intuitive instincts and movement. And we're going to take you far with your creations that you're trying to materialize in the material world. Let's see what the hummingbird has to say. The hummingbird, the buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to new adventures, right? This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust in the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well because the all is in the small. Do you see what I'm saying? This mighty being comes to teach you stillness and motion and to trust your inner knowing that the sweeter nectar is assured. Failing to act when the moment is right can spoil your journey. If you feel your safety, comfort, comfort, or day-to-day survival are more important than saying yes to the invitation to explore the unknown, you will have to work much harder to achieve what is being offered to you freely now. Still your mind, even in the midst of your very hectic schedule, and heed the gentle voice that calls to you to test new wings, guys. You got two paths here. I'm getting a vision of the Two of Wands. Okay. The Two of Wands, you got one path where you got the free will. Remember, you're going to be led to one side. One side is keeping you in the same karmic cycle, reality, and timeline you've been in for a long time. It's your comfort zone, but not where you're happy, right? You don't feel content. It's all fear-based. You're still in the cage. The other path is you're getting out the cage. Spirit is not telling you to take major steps. They're telling you take baby steps at a time. You're in an opportune time and portal right now, universally, where Spirit is opening the way for everybody to choose a new path that's more aligned with what makes them truly happy, authentic, giving them time, freedom, financial freedom, all these things. And yeah, it might sound cliche to say that sounds too good to be true, but it is good and it is true. You know what I'm saying? So number 26 equals 8. This is the energy of wealth, prosperity, abundance, but it comes with honing into your power and not using that same power for self-destruction. Self-destruction is hiding and moving through fear. Freeing the energy is what creates the powerful energy to attract to everything you ever wanted in your life, opportunities in every which way. So you got one path of freedom or the path to stay in a cycle. And if you do decide to stay in your cycle, you cannot be upset. You can't complain where you are because you had the choice to get out of that. And if you are scared, do it afraid. You cannot use the excuse that you have life is too busy. Well, I got to do this. I got to do that. I can't do this. No, because Spirit said people make time for what they find important. And if you feel that you're ready to make a change, you're going to prioritize it. Spirit is saying there's no excuses and we ain't trying to hear that shit anymore. Period. What does rain do? It's water. And what is water? Creation. The beginning of creation starts with water, guys. And the first thing I picked up is it's time to co-create with the universe with the Rainmaker card. Let's see what the card has to say in meaning, but that's what I just picked up intuitively to tell y'all. The Rainmaker is calling you to create something new. What did I just say? Creation. From the element that are already in your life. Be sure you work with what is and not with what might be or could have been. Ain't no more coulda, woulda, shoulda bullshit. Stay in the present moment, right? The seeds that have been silently germinating in your heart will burst forth ready for the sunlight. Do not hold back. Pull all your chips on the next roll of the divine dice. Bet on your damn self. Recognize how you are co-creating your world. Nothing is happening out there without your involvement. Remember that the world is only mirroring back to you the condition of your love and your intent. So change these within before you take any action. Do not take life personally. Y'all be taking life too fucking hard. Life, you don't want to go through life saying, I made it through life. No, we're supposed to enjoy ourselves through life. Be happy through life. It doesn't mean life won't have its difficulties and challenges, but it's still all for your highest good because you can change your perspective to say, it's teaching me something I need. Instead of coming in with the victimization to say everything is outside of your control, you're being controlled, you can't do shit. And Spirit is saying you are the creators. You can co-create with your reality right now. And nothing is here without your intent. So you already creating without thinking. You just created chaos. Imagine if you was more intentional and more mentally focused to put it more into what you do want. And this is what Spirit is wanting you guys to realize with the Rainmaker card. A lot of you guys need to get grounded. You need to go outside. You need to go in nature. Put your feet in the grass. I know it sounds cliche. Go hug a fucking tree. Why? Because a lot of y'all are not connected to y'all physical autonomy. Y'all just floating everywhere in disassociation. And so spirit is like, you have to move practically. Not through fear, but you need a practical plan in place and be grounded on this process. You have to be consistent. You have to show up one day at a time with some kind of discipline. It doesn't mean the path is going to be perfect, but you have to be grounded in order to see the change and transformation that you're trying to co-create in a new reality. And so spirit is saying, and look, I keep seeing the number 8s. Anything equaling 888. Pay attention to 888. This is a very wealth portal opening for everybody right now if you take advantage. But there are going to be some sacrifices you're going to have to make. You might have to save your money a little bit and not go out as much. And if you do go out, you might have to do it in moderation. For some of you guys, y'all can't be out here partying, doing all the other extra shit. Y'all need to be around people who is adding value to your life on where you want to go. So for some of y'all sacrifices is people, some places, other parts, things, other parts are part of yourself, y'all karmic patterns, y'all habits, all that shit, your perception, whatever it may be that is holding you back from what you're trying to co-create. And I'm hearing mind over matter, out of sight and out of mind. So some of you guys are going to have to make sacrifices. Hone in and get focused. Release the distractions. I can't talk to y'all right now. I got to focus. But make sure you are balancing lighthearted energy, guys. Make sure you're balancing pleasures of life with responsibilities too. But some of you guys are going to have to make sacrifices if y'all want to see change. Allow people who are in your life that can counsel you on this journey. This color white is oracles, shamans. Some of y'all spiritualists who are authentic that can divinely guide you on your journey, that help show you your sense of direction and lead you the way. But you got to listen, because we are the ones being used right now to divinely guide y'all on this journey. We are the earth spirit guides guiding y'all, and y'all have to listen and take heed. For some of you guys, your counsel is you going to the spirit realm, your spirit team, the ancestors, your ascended masters, your spirit guides, your ancestors, your angels. All of them are here to help guide you on your journey. Number 11 is master teacher energy. It is the energy of you tapping into the crown chakra opening here. Y'all have to let go of ego attachments, a shit that you thought that you needed, that you want to hold on to, that's blocking you, and finally learn the art of letting go. Sometimes your higher self is counseling you through this. And so some of you guys need to tap into the divine, not just divine feminine, but the divinity period in the spirit room for guidance. Not through your ego, not through your logic. You have to move through spirit. And that requires intuition and feeling through shit in order to get towards this path. So this is really beautiful. Because what's happening here, a lot of you guys is about to end some major karmic cycles and timelines in your life. There's a completion coming into play here. And I love this for the collective. And as you can see, it says number 9, and we are in a 9 of hearts year. This is finally activating in the springtime, which is true new year right now. So now spirit is saying the cycle is completing. But these are all the things that you guys have to go through to complete this cycle. So this is the intuitive message I got of what the birds is trying to tell all of us, especially the ones who's been noticing birds. A lot of us is going through this exactly right now. And I can tell y'all right now, I am going through this at this moment. So I'm glad that the birds are giving intuitive messages, because a lot of us who are oracles, we are here to give the same message to you guys. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.